Hello, my dearest subscribers. Today, a different video for you. And this video is going to be maybe quite explanatory for some tips and other stuff. So, let's move from the more old tips to the new ones. So, first of all, if you are new in the game and you need to understand something, is that you need to keep your game safe. What I mean is, you need to save your progress. You need to create an account for yourself, and to do so, you need to enter in this option in my room. First, you go to the menu, then choose this one, and scroll down until you get this option. In this option, the game will ask you for a password, and then it will give you like a nickname, but it's not a nickname, it's a code. You need that code plus your password, then you can move your account to another cell phone, or better to save for yourself. So this is an important option that some people does forget. So keep in mind that you need to use this option. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can understand the steps to do so. So this is another place to be. This is the option of the game. It is like the sound, the music, and all the stuff you can see here. This is the speed of the chat, how fast you want to read, or you want to skip, or maybe just you want to be slowly. It depends of you. Then you have this. I never understand what was that. This option right here. It says something about servants. I'm not sure enough, but what I do usually do is just live in this form, which I don't remember what does every single of this option, but it helps you to visualize your supports, or if the game needs to do something with your supports, like seeing in their final ascensions or final set of graph, things like that. This one, as example, is to avoid seeing every servant in the last ascension only. I like the final or whatever composition they do, and I'm not sure if you have these options on or off, but with some of these options you can even use servants with their special skins. We're going to talk about that later. So this is if you want to see your AP or BP in the main screen. This is if you want to allow download more information. I mean updates without Wi-Fi. And this one, clear your cache or cache. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Sorry, I'm not English native speaker, but I'm trying to do my best to be understandable. So what else we can cover? This is my room. There's a lot of places, or even in North America, you can sorry, you can know what those all of these options do, but they aren't not so important. This is for your servants. Which servants do you have? This is like the Pokédex, but for servants. Which servants do you have? Which you don't have? Made them. You can see your CS. Which do you have and which you don't have? And the second option is about the others. Setup graphics. I don't know why we can just call them skins. And servant. This is when you summon and other stuff like summoning and bond levels when the servants ascends and stuff. Okay. We can cover that in another video, but we're going to cover other tips. A second tip. Okay, let's go here. Okay, here in party, you have a few options for you working with the UE or quality of life. Like for example here, this first option is for copy. You can copy this party that you have in front of you. You can copy in other place, like I don't know, here in the first place. You copy the entire selection of servants and your mystic code. Maybe the name isn't that code. Then you have this one. This is to clear everything. You clear the name, you clear the servants, you clear the CS. With this other option, you only clear all servants and CS. But the name, I don't know if you can see in the top. You don't change the name. And finally, sorry. The last one, just remove CS. There is another option below everything, and it's for changing the name. I don't know. We can call it tutorial. There. This option is to move servants. And this other here below shows the who has advantage and disadvantage. I'm not sure if my pronunciation is a problem, sorry. So confirm. Here is another important and relative very good tip. You can, since a few updates ago, we can select two types of parties, and to know what we are doing or what we are using in this case, if depends on these boxes below everything, which says set 1 and set 3. Set 1, in this case, the blue tagged or the blue tagged party, in this case, or support list, is the blue. The blue represents the story, or maybe Chaldea Gate, or anything that is not an event. Everything that is not, in this case, CCC, that is the current event at this moment. So this party is for people that wants to use your configuration of servants or support list in Chaldea Gate or in the history. So you can do one support of that, and then you can use this one or this one for events. If you see, there's a red on the top next to the title of the support name. You can see a red button. The red means that is for events only. You cannot use any of these servants in your history. Your friends cannot use them. So there is no need, for example, to here use this CS as example. That this CS gives you extra QP, but only works for this moment in Chaldea Gate. I remember that people were using in one event or maybe two, because I remember that in summer there was a node where you fight against crabs, and those crabs leave a lot of QP. So there is no need to use this CE for events. So try to remember that. So for settings, for set this support list, you just need to click here. If you confirm, there's under the box it says that it's confirmed, and here in top you can see that is covered with a golden I don't know but it's selected. So here you can do the same if you want to select this one, or if you want to select this one. You need to be sure that in the bottom it says that is that is selected. Okay, here we change the name. Here we take every servant out, and here we take every CA out. Then finally to erase everything, and of course the helping and all the stuff that we are covering now. Okay, remember that, please. And then we have this, that is a list of things that we have in our inventory. This is our inventory. This is our CS inventory, and this is our command code inventory. So this is more like for seeing what you have and what do you don't have, but I prefer, I don't know why this option exists. It is kinda weird because we always were using seeing, better said, seeing our equipment or whatever we have in our servant or CS status. So I don't understand why this is. Okay, then we have the second archive. Second archive is a place where it's like a box. You can move things from your inventory to the box, and then you have more room for servants, for XP, or for whatever. If you want to move, you select what cards you want to move, then you click this button on the bottom. If you want to subtract what do you have in your box, simply click select the other option, that is this one on the top, on the right, and go for the things that you are looking for. Then the same, you can extract those things. A good thing that they were improving was the application of these buttons. Here you can select servants that are currently having bonus or are useful for this event to be on your support list. In this case, these servants increase the chance, or I mean increase the amount of Sakura coins that you can have. Here is from the box, and here is from my inventory. Also, there is a nice option here in the left that helps you to increase the amount of things that you can select. And you're maybe asking, why do I do that? Why I need to increase the amount of things that I can arrange? So here is an option that maybe a lot of people doesn't know, but if you keep pushing until a red box appears, you can drag your finger and select a lot of things at the same time. Doing so, you can move all of this stuff just with touching the button in the bottom. So if you want to move everything, you can do that. If you don't, just click or touch this, in this case, this red option. You can do the same for your CS or for servants to extract. Like, I don't know, you want to take out all the foes, so you take all the foes on whatever. That option, it's actually very useful, because if you want to level up a servant, and let's do an example here. If you want to level up a servant, I don't know, maybe let's go for Lubu. If you want to level up Lubu and you don't want to do this because, I don't know, you are not in the mood to touch everything, you can simply press, then arrange to the bottom, and when you get 20, sorry, when you get 20, you can select everything. Sorry. What's more? Here is all, and here is a special case. In this case, BB has a double chance to level up, and here are the servants that are currently with bonus in the event. You can see if you have or not the servants for the current event and use them. Okay, let's move out. Skills is something that you know. If it is highlighted in yellow, that means that you can level up the skill. It is highlighted in white, you cannot upgrade the skill because you are lacking of something. In my case, it's QP. Well, I spent a lot of QP lately, so I'm pretty poor leveling up some servants and doing some palingenesis. It took a lot of QP. Same for the servants, you can do the same for the CS. You can go there, drag to the bottom, then you drag all the experience that you need. Something interesting is that if you see here in the top, it only selected 19. Why? Because in 19 how to say this? It's the right level to do the CE bombing. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but if you do a lot of CEs in the same level, then you use all the level up CEs to level another. You can do like a big bomb of experience, and with that method you can actually reach at level 100 to a CE. Sorry. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Like in this example, this one or this one or this one, I have some CEs that need some level like this one. But right now I'm in trouble because I don't have enough Cs. Maybe this, but believe me, this is not enough. This is nearly not enough to anything. You need a lot of Cs with level, and a lot of patience, a lot of friend points, a lot of QP. But QP isn't that much that be required. Okay, let's move to Ascension. You know, this is the place where you ascend your servant. When your servant reach a certain level, it asks you for some materials. Then you can level up. Yeah, something that you learn. Then you have Bond. Here is an option that when your servant reaches the max level of Bond, you can give them this. How do you say that? Chalice. I don't remember. You give them this item and they can reach at level 15. No, 15. 15. Sorry, 15 of Bond. And they give you, and in every level they give you around 30 quartz. 30, yes, 30 quartz. 30. Okay. Then the next one is the command code. Here you can put on your servants some commands that they gave us in events, or maybe you get them from the friend gacha. There is a few for the moment, but they are quite useful. Then you have the palingenesis, that is giving your servant, when your servant is at max level, you can give them a grail. With this grail, you uncap their their max level to be more, powerful in terms of HP and attack. It is quite. There is a lot of questions to who deserves grails, and to be honest, which servant deserves grails is the servant that you like the most. In my case, every Tamamo, BB, because BB is special, and Benny because Benny Enma is a bird. Like, I know you can say that why Benny Enma and never Circe, because Circe is going to have to. Circe, or I don't know how do you say her name. People says Kirke because of the traduction of her name. Kirke, or in Spanish we says Circe. I don't know how do you say her name in English. So I'm going to say her. I'm going to call her Circe. Circe is a special case, and the most interesting thing is that she is another servant at MP5. She, Miyu, and Tamamo-Cat are my only, for the moment, servants that are from the gacha and are at MP4 and MP5. Circe will have grails. I promise. She will have. Just give me some time to recover from my QP poorness, and then I'm going to give her some grace. Now, the costume. Costume is more focused on your servants to have a new or special cloth. In this case, I have for BB, but I don't know, some of these materials, for example, the ring, the giant ring, is a quite expensive item, and I use a lot whenever a servant appears. So for the moment, I don't want to buy this costume. You have this another costume, but maybe I should. Maybe later. I don't want to waste materials right now. I do I do buy this because Astolfo always needs some love. You know how people is, and why not? Astolfo is quite powerful. And our favorite Q has her bikini or or summer clothes, and since then I always use it. I don't know. She looks quite different because she's like a tank, but using, I don't know, common clothes. Okay, next step is the gacha, the nightmare of everyone. And you can see that right now I'm struggling because Kim Proti never came. Gawain, in other hand, he showed one time, Tristan 2 times, and Emilia 1 time. So Kim Proti will disappear from my friend list when CCC goes forever, gone maybe. So it's a shame. I'm going to wait for another chance to roll for her. I don't know if you know this, but every day you have one free roll for friend gacha. So remember this, you can roll always for free one day. I mean one time per day. So an option here, if that which cards do you don't want to receive. In my case, I don't want to receive 2 stars, 1 star. This is experience, and this is faux you know, the status like attack or HP that gives you 10 or 20 or less. I don't want that. I don't want to keep my my inventory with those. And this is I guess it is XP experience for servants. This one is, I don't know, mana prims, free mana prims, and this is, I don't know, like it's going to be burned anyway, so why to bother? So we can try to do one. I don't know if I did it today or not. Let's see here. You always have one free, so remember that. So as you can see, here's a mirror foe. I remember now. So servants, CS, XP. Okay. So that was all free for today. Now you need to pay 2,000 friend points to do another roll. Remember that you have always one free. Sadly, we don't have free here or free here or free here. Only this one. If you want to know when you can roll again, you can search your answers in Chaldea Gate. In Chaldea Gate, here in your dailies, and here over here you can see the number 10 under every mission. Well, in 10 hours the gacha, Chaldea Gate will reset, and with that you can do again your free and roll, your free and roll. Okay, let's go to another. It's going to be a quite large video. I love her glasses. She's so cute with them. So first is the event list. If you uses this option, you can go to the store of the current event. Then here you can burn your cards, and as I showed you before, you can select one and then select everything that you want to burn. Like in this example, then you select everything and it gives you some QP or sometimes some mana prisms. Just remember to use this. Remember that you need to lock your servants, but because if you don't lock your servants, maybe you are going to burn them. So remember always to lock them before anything during this phase of the game, or I mean this phase or this option. Then you have the mana prism, where you buy everything with mana prisms, the rare prism. Then you have expansion for your second archive. This is for people who, an example is during festivities with boxes, where when you have a lot of XP or maybe materials that uses your inventory space, you can upgrade your second archive to move everything there. This is for CS. CEs? Sorry, CEs? CS is like Counter-Strike, so no. For servants, for CEs, and this is for your quartz pieces, to buy quartz. Someday I want to, click this particular button here and do a lot of rolls, but it's impossible. Here is for people that are old in the game. You can sell your materials that you maybe don't use anymore. In this case, ribbons, I'm not sure, from BB, or this necklace from Chloe. And the final place for whales is this, where when you receive a servant 5 times, the 6th time that you receive the same servant, which is a special, super special, rare or 5-star servant, you receive this one. It is called Black Seraph Graph, and with 10 of them, you can exchange for 1 copy of a particular servant. So it's like the dream for the boys or for the girls who plays this game, but aren't whales. Whales maybe have, I don't know how many of Black Seraph Graph they have. So let's move to the friend list. Here in the friend list, I like to choose this option that it shows here. It says connect, and it shows you which people are active and which people aren't that active. In this case, is arranged from people who was early, who was playing like minutes before, to until maybe days or something. This is Mizukume is a special case. We were talking about his situation, and I understand him completely. So I'm not going to remove him anymore. But at least he was a good guy, and he equipped his servants with Cs for this event. In here, in the friend list, you can watch people, which servant they have, which servant they don't, and of course you can see their composition and stuff. As you can see, there is an history. This is the history, and this is for the events. It is always like that. First comes the history, then it comes the event. As you see here in the right bottom, you see the blue is history, and here is event. I'm pretty sure this is a friend of mine. Maybe. Good. Okay, he doesn't make the same mistakes anymore. But some people makes mistakes. Like some people, let's see here. No, some people equip the DaVinci C in their writer support for events, and that doesn't work like that. Okay. For the moment I have no rooms for a friend, so I'm trying to level up as fast as I can. Here is for people who send you request, and here is your friend code. This is another important thing to always copy and have in hand. Remember about what I told you at the first glance of the video of having your nickname, password, and friend code? Everything is important, so try to keep those things in places where you know how to find it. Like, I don't know, maybe save it on Facebook, maybe in a notebook, or whatever. You need to write down these numbers, your nickname, and your password. Please do not forget where you put it, or do not forget where you leave it, because if something happens to your account, you are not going to need to know those your nickname, because nicknames usually goes for like numbers. I don't know, maybe random numbers and letters, so it's hard to memorize. Finally, we're going to cover another thing. Sorry. Okay. Here are the options, and as you can see, which servant has advantage and disadvantage. So the first option is the matrix. The matrix of who has advantage and disadvantage. This second option here in the top, this second option, I don't know if I can highlight. Yes, I can. This option resets your support. If you don't like what you are seeing here, you simply reset this. You simply touch that button and confirm, saying hi, or I don't know, pressing hi, or yeah, that is no. Then you have this one. This is quite simple, but but it is quite simple to understand. But in this event, I don't understand why I am having troubles. Okay, first of all, these options is for the servants and CEs. Sorry. If you want servants from the event only, you only highlight the first option. Here you only can use servants which have bonus in the event. With this second option, there's servants that has the CA for the event, but they doesn't have bonus. Like in this case, Ishtar doesn't have any bonus of chips, but she has the CE for more mobs enemies. And this third option is active everything. What? Okay. Usually I have this in max attack, who are the strongest to the weakest. But sometimes, I don't know, I like to vary my selection of servants depending of what I'm doing. In this case, in this node, I'm farming Sakura chips. So there's another option, another interesting option. Here, these two means that if this one is highlighted, you can see CEs that aren't in max level. But if you select this one, you only see CEs that are in max level break. That it means that they are in their maximum level with this star, as you can see next to the picture. It is quite useful because for the next part of this event, or I mean this option, here you can choose which CE do you want to see. Like for example, I want to only farm Sakura chips, so I'm going to leave this option only and nothing more. Then you select that and you can see servants with that only, or maybe you can kick out servants without, like that. You only see servants with that CE. You can't see anything more, anything less. I mean. Tamamo doesn't have the CE, but she is in this option, the second one. If I turn on off, no, she's still there. So what if I do this? Okay, this option then is for servants that even if they are with the bonus of the event, but if they don't have the CE that you are looking for, then the servant will not appear. As you can see, it shows only servants with the CE on the CE at max limit break. It is quite useful if you are in a hurry and you don't want to waste your time. You can do that with every single option here. Like, let's go for this one, for the blue in the sea deep. I'm the deep sea of blue. I don't remember the name. So you can see servants that are using this CE, and they are the only that can be selected. It is a really useful way to play the game. Maybe you are going to reset all the time, but it gives you what you are looking for. Let's turn on everything, then leave it as it is. I don't know if you can see, but if you see, I can see the final setup graph of every servant. That's because my option, if you remember some on and off things, it's because of that. And maybe I can see some servants with another clothes, like maybe Astolfo. Astolfo isn't here. It's not here. As you can see, I can select this particular servant and seeing he or she with another cloth or another skin, I don't know, another custom. Those options you can turn on your options like I do for things like that. Okay, sorry for everything. Like, I mean, it is quite difficult to me because I rarely speak English, and I do need to speak English. Maybe I need to work on a Discord for my channel and I don't know, gather there. I don't know. Okay, I think that we covered everything. I think that we are actually in the, I mean, I don't know if there's something more, but for the moment, that's all of the tips that I can give you. Finally, before we go, I tried this one. I know that I told you guys that I want to try Kiara full buff, but it is impossible. It is impossible. Sorry, it was quite hard. I cannot beat her. It is the thing that is most complicated about that one is that she randomly do those critical hits, and her critical hits are quite stronger. Are, I mean, dude, she almost one-shooted the Jin ruler, and you know that Jin ruler has a lot of HP. I don't know, people. I guess that only whales can beat this challenge in particular. But I told you, I tried. I can go and debuff a lot of things, but I think that doing so will cut the difficult of the event of the challenge. So I don't know. Maybe I can go against her big version, but right now I think that I don't have anything to go or to do against her. I prefer just to save more of my AP to keep cleaning the store. Like, I have to buy a few things more, then I finish. Oh, there's mana prisms. Another reason to farm. This is 200. Okay. Another reason to farm. Okay, sorry, and thank you for staying here until now, and see you later, guys. Sorry for everything.